Greetings, Inquisitors. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. Just got home from work, slid into the chair, launched the live stream. Whew! Nick of time. Nick of time. How y'all doing out there? Hope everybody's good. Let's see who we got over here in chat. We got Aiden asking. He said he made a brand new account. He's trying to figure out what to go for. He just wants to build a galactic legend. Super mad about the Jolie move. Yeah, losing Jolie on the hard node makes it harder for him to farm. Now we can only get him out of the fleet node. That's not ideal. At least for new players, it's not ideal. If you want to get Jolie Bindo. Getting two to four shards a day and he's only 5 stars. Ryan asks, how is the chair faring? It's good. It doesn't maybe live up to its reputation. I'm not sure I'm experiencing a world-class sit. I don't know, maybe I had higher expectations for this chair, but it's good. It's good. It's not it doesn't feel like it's worth what I paid for, but it's a good chair. Pretty solid. It lets me claim that I can be Dark Lord of the Sit, so that's a benefit to the chair no matter whether it's good or bad. It's pronounced Yoli. Oh. Okay, I'll take your word for it. I put the J in it. Probably wrong. That was it. World-class sit. Arva said, going live without any warning. Yeah, no, I didn't get home in time to give any warning. I pretty much just got home and right to it. But we're going to get into some questions. I got a stall today. I got a stall. Boys, this is what we're looking at for our Loquitur Grand Arena. 133,000 galactic power Darth Revan team on defense. So I figure I'm just gonna, stall hard, ignore it, pretend it doesn't exist. It's not gonna solve the problem. But yeah, that's a showstopper. So this guy puts that on defense, and that becomes a 2-zone clear that we're looking for. And we got to see if we can outfox this guy. Got to see if we can outfox him. Troopers? Yeah, my little troopers don't stand much of a chance against that much galactic power. I don't know that they can carve their way through a Relic 5 Malik. So we'll get in there and take a look here in a minute, but I'm not excited about going over there quite yet. That's how I deal with my assignments. I just ignore them. Stall hard or pretend it doesn't exist. Yeah. Just dropped a question in the Loquitur channel. Okay, we'll go over there and look. Got a few other questions out of there that I'm going to answer. Oh, cool. You know what? Let's just start with that question. That's a fun question to start with. So with the release of Commander Ahsoka, there's obviously some teams that she could be used in, Padme, Kenobi, but she seems very plug and play. And knowing you, got out-of-the-box teams you plan to use her with. Use Queel with your bounty hunters and consider she's also stat share. I'd love to see some sneaky theory craft. So, yeah, that's I can already see some really interesting possibilities with her, and Queel is actually one of them because the stacking would share. So, if you put together a team of Kira in the lead as a scoundrel leader, then you put Queel next to spread the stats 40% to all scoundrels. And then you put Commander Ahsoka in there. She's going to share 50% of her stats with everybody. And because they've already shared with Queel and she's got 6 stats from sharing, she's going to share that again with everybody. And that team goes crazy. And the last 2 people I have like in that team in my mind is Han and Chewie. And when Han shoots first in that team, every time he gets a critical hit under the Kira lead, he gets 10% more offense. So he'll be at like 24,000 offense or something like that early, right away. And then once he gets the 10%, 20%, 30%, he'll be over 30,000 offense at Relic 7. At least the way I calculated it out real quick last night. So he'll do the shoot first, he'll shoot again, he'll be at 20%. The next time he takes a turn, man, I think with that middle skill, he just one-shots somebody. He just... I'm thinking like 200,000 damage hits on that thing. I don't know. We'll have to see. But she's sharing her offense stat, and the way it's written, it says she gets 50% critical damage. So if she stacks that critical damage bonus on top of that as well and shares that in that way, then you go from 192% critical damage to 242% critical damage, something like that, in addition to getting the offense stats. It seems like it could just get pretty ridiculous. Another team that I thought of would include her under Rey. You know, there's already this Rey team that has Queel and IG-11 in it that's really, really hard to kill already. And you put tenacity on the characters so they can't really get hit by Vader. I think Vandor Chewbacca's in there to resurrect scoundrels. So it's a nasty little setup. And then if you added Commander Ahsoka in there on top of all of that, good gravy. On a Galactic Legend team, so you'd share all the stats, and then you would share even more offense with Rey. And because you're sharing so much health with Rey, you wouldn't even have to build her for health. You could just build Rey like a Vader, like straight up offense, and just go straight for that one-shot ult, kill the whole opposing team. Like nuts. Like how are you going to kill that Rey team now? It was already so durable. And now you put another stat sharer in there. So I'm thinking Rey, Queel, IG-11, and Commander Ahsoka. And that put that on defense and just laugh at your opponent like, what is that? So that's the kind of the stuff that I was thinking of right off the top of my head. Certainly with a scoundrel team like that with Kira lead, and certainly with a Galactic Legend. I don't know that you need her in the Galactic Legend team. I mean, it's taking a team that's already great and making it greater, but maybe unkillable. I don't know. I don't even care about the instant kill in her kit and all that stuff. Like, seems academic compared to that stat sharing. Crazy. Seems crazy. All right, let's check out chat over here. Cat is going to be insane. Enfys Nest with Kira, Cat, and Queel. Yeah, the thing about Enfys Nest is she doesn't need Cat. I mean, Enfys Nest already does her thing without Cat, and when you can't put Enfys Nest in a team on defense and expect her to do something amazing. Nest gets her power from being in the solo and making the opposing characters hit her. If I play against somebody who has Nest on defense, I'll hit a character, and then I'll come hit Nest for a bunch of damage, and then I'll leave her alone. I'll let the turns go. I'll let Nest take a turn, and I'll hit a character, and then I'll hit Nest, and I'll hit a character. And because you're not hitting Nest all the time, she doesn't get all the bonus protection. And she falls down just like a normal character, as long as you're not doing like area effects and tagging her with all kinds of stuff. Just every time she takes a turn, you hit her with one big hit, your biggest damage character, and in 2 or 3 hits she goes down. She's not that good on a defensive team. So yeah, I know people think, putting a character like Cat with Nest, but I think Nest just stays on her own and does her own thing. If the Kira team works out, losing the Kira lead with Nest would be kind of interesting. It might limit what you could do in Grand Arena with that, but some definitely fun possibilities, like crazy. 500 Kairos, 400 Carbanti, 400 stun guns, 400 Cairo computers, stun cuffs, syringes. Sounds about right. Now it seems low, right? That's actually going to be 600 Kairos and 1,200 Carbantis. With these new characters, they're just going to stack them up with all that Cairo gear and just make them ridiculous to gear up. Yep. Arva says, I didn't full clear and failed on fleet. Yo, yikes. Well, if your opponent does the same thing, then it comes down to banners. His opponent is my old guildmate. Oh, that's cool. C plus Watt solos against Galactic Legend Rey is no longer going to be a thing. Yeah. Because Cat's going to make the damage go up so much. By the time you get to C solo, if you spread all those stats and give all that offense to Rey, her ult is just going to straight up one-shot like 300, 400,000 hit points. So C can be full health, full protection, good to go. And Rey gets that ult off, and she's going to have enough horsepower to just mow him down in one hit. I would definitely think that's the case. I think I'll use her as Padme 5th character. She has turn meter ability. Padme team is already good enough with the characters that you can put in there. I honestly think it would be a waste of a Cat to put her in a Padme team, because the Padme team's already good enough. Does what it does. All right. I think most people will use it as a 5th in the Padme squad. Well, you heard it here first. I think that would be... the Padme team is already good. It already does its thing just fine. What is it going to do to make it better? Put it on defense and make it a little bit better? Put potency on your Anakin and you'll stop me from hitting her with Enfys Nest. If you don't do that, I'll still nest that team, and maybe I'll have a higher chance of losing because of all the extra offense. But I don't know. That seems like a waste of a Cat. Cat's going to be the first character that needs 2 Gear 13 finishers. Really? Interesting. It may open the door for a fast nest. I think most people will use it as a 5th in a Padme squad. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, I'm also thinking like Bo-Katan. Because when I look at Bo-Katan's kit, there's some kind of potential there. Like I keep looking at it and I keep looking at it and I keep going, there's something there. Like there's something with Bo-Katan's leadership that we're going to be able to work out. Let's see. Let's look at her leadership for just a second. Maybe I'm mistaken. Uh-oh. Stacks ain't working. Reset the stacks. Reset the stacks. Okay. So if we look at Bo-Katan and her leadership at level 8. So it's Mandalorian allies, right? Whenever Mandalorian attacks out of turn, they all gain ancestral armor. So this team is basically, you can do something with Mandalorians here, but the problem is they don't do quite enough. So if you could make a 4-man Mandalorian team and then put in Bo-Cat to share Cat, Bo-Cat and Cat, put in Commander Ahsoka Tano to give the stats to this team, I feel like that may put her over the top as a leader, and this Mando team just takes off. So I'd like to see that as well. I'm sure somebody else will try that before I can, but or maybe it's just because I want Bo-Katan to work so badly. I like Katie Sackhoff as an actress. I've liked her since she played Starbuck back in the Battlestar Galactica series. So I think she's a cool person. I think this is a cool character, and I would love to see her be good in the game. You always want to see the characters that you like also be good in the game. But maybe Kat's what we need to take her over the top. What's your opinion on the Jolie hard node being removed? Annoying for new players. I think it stinks for new players. I have a tendency to take those characters out of fleet anyway. So if anybody watched my Darth Loquitur series, when I farmed Bastila Shan, I did it entirely from the fleet nodes. I didn't farm Bastila from the hard nodes. So for me, it would just be what I normally do anyway. But for people who want to double up on those shard acquisitions and get her out of both places, her and Jolie Bindo every day, it's really going to slow down the ability to get that character. Or Yoli, I guess if I'm supposed to pronounce it Yoli. Cat will stop Nest solos, and on offense it allows Padme to deal with DR plus Malik. Stops Malik solo. Maul is coming. Let's leave it at that and wait for news. Arva Blood Spirit, you stop Nest literally by just one potency mod. Yes, Nabokov. That's I keep trying to tell people that, but you know, Nest is not that. It's not that big of a threat. You know, only people like me who use Nest threaten that. But yeah, it's absolutely correct. All you got to do is just come in on this guy, give him some potency somewhere, so that he can. Oh my gosh! I changed out my potency. Look at that. I'm victim of the same thing now. I'm not even paying attention to my own propaganda. I've let my potency drop too low on my Anakin. Yeah, I swapped around some mods the other day. I guess I put just an offense mod on him. Uh-oh. Have to get in there and work on remodding him. Man, not following my own advice. But yeah, putting a potency cross on him or a potency mod set is usually enough to deter the Nests from coming in. How do you like the unaligned force user tag? You know, at some point the game just gets an awful lot of tags. The reason why they have to do that, I understand it, because you do get this power creep effect, and it's something that I'm worried about, like with Jedi, because there's always going to be new Jedi. You're going to have more and more and more Jedi, more and more Sith. So those particular tags, every time another good Jedi character comes out, they get better and better. And it's threatening to the point where, like, the Jedi teams are really getting out of control. But yeah, if they're doing unaligned force users so that they can kind of create another faction, I'm down with that. You know, give some flexibility to some characters that may not be, you know, directly Sith or Jedi. So that's pretty cool. I understand why they're doing it, but I'm not sure that I'm excited about it, because I don't know who all is going to end up in that category yet. Finn lead, Cat, Queel, and have a ton of offense and defense, or a Boba lead. Art Killer says, would you bloat your roster by 50,000 from 3.9 to 4 million to do a hard conquest? Well, if you're only 50,000 galactic power off and you have a galactic legend and you think you can do hard, then I would. But going all the way through easy mode to the end is better than going into hard and only being able to do 2 sectors. You're going to be better off the more sectors you can do. So if you're at 4 million and you know that you can do at least 3 or 4 sectors in hard, you got a galactic legend, then yeah, I would blow it up. Certainly. Somebody asked if they should blow up their galactic power from like 3 million to 4 million to get into hard. And that would be, I mean, you would have to build a whole bunch of garbage ships and really bloat your galactic power to do that. So that's too much of a stretch. But 50,000, yeah, unlock a couple ships and a couple characters that you don't need and you'll have it. Maybe we get a scoundrel Manda old Boba that would be a must. KOI Brandon, hey, how you doing, man? Can you show that fleet node attempt on your Darth Loquitur account? What are we talking about, Nabokov? What did I miss? Can you show that fleet node attempt on your... Are you talking about the 5E, the 5E normal node that's hard to get through at a low level? Nabokov? I feel like I missed a chat somewhere there. All right. Let's see what else we got over here. Oh, the Jolie node fleet. The Jolie node. You want me to actually play the Jolie node? That's not a hard node to get through. That's easy, right? I just timed out against the Mace Windu fleet. Those farming JKR got punched in the... I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's not that big of a deal. It makes your Bindo take longer to farm, but it's not that bad. All right. Where is the Bindo node over here? 4E. So 4E is one of those early nodes that is, I think, a bit of a challenge. It's a bit of a challenge. All right. I just did it today. Pretty easy node. All right, well, let's take a look at this. So let's just put some reinforcements up here. And let's take in these geos. And of course, these geos are in pretty good shape. And my Tarkin is now at gear 12. On these kinds of battles, your capital ship makes a huge difference. If your capital ship is fast enough to go a little bit more early on, you're in much better shape. You don't want to attack this TIE fighter pilot early on. Vader does tons of damage. You actually, I believe you want to get rid of this Death Trooper first. I've got the spy, so we can get rid of Vader real easily in one shot, right? But if you don't have that big one-shot capability, I think the best thing to do is get rid of that trooper first. It leaves Vader on the board, but you just don't want those support things that guy's doing. All right, now we get the Biggs Darklighter coming in, and we're going to have target lock on somebody all the time. And then you just bring in a reinforcement like Plo, clean up some of this stuff, and, you know, we'll get it. No problem from here. Maybe I could try to do this with a little less good ships. But yeah, it takes some doing to get through that Biggs Darklighter because everybody puts out target locks, and he keeps getting protection back from the target locks. So it does take a little bit of doing. And then this guy, if he starts getting dodges, he puts the enemy capital ship way ahead. All right. And we got this counterattacker here. And we'll clean him up, put a little protection on him. I won't call in another reinforcement at this point. We'll just shoot him with a basic. And take that. And then try to finish him off. So it's not horrible. Now, taking us a long time to kill this guy, though. Oh, we don't want a reinforcement. Just do a basic again. And then we should be able to auto this out. Gear 12 Geos, the normal fleet stuff should be fine. Yeah. If you're having a problem with that node, try taking out that Death Trooper ship first. I think this thing... I can't remember exactly what it does. Is that ship over here for us to look at, right? Where is it? It's that thing where you keep looking at it and you're looking right there. It is. This is the ship, right? So it does dispels buffs, increases cooldowns, does a bunch of annoying stuff. And then this one targets an ally, gives them defense up, protection up. If it's Empire, they receive additional protection up. So he protects Vader. So if you go after Vader first and you can't just kill Vader right away, this guy will basically heal things up and keep doing nasty stuff. And then this makes your capital ship lose turn meter if any ship is defeated. So if you don't kill him right away, you start losing turn meter off your capital ship. He's healing up other people. It's a pretty annoying ship. So try killing that one first. I think the main issue for newer players is they can't 3-star the node because they end up losing multiple ships. That is true. That is true. And you do have to play that a while. Now, the good news is if you play it like 15 times because you're playing it through to complete the node, and then, you know, one time you'll get the right RNG and you'll get the 3 stars. Plo is such a good ship early game for finishing out with 3 stars. Because you get through that initial phase where they're doing all kinds of damage to you. You bring in your Plo, you heal everybody up, and then you finish out the battle and you get 3 stars. So I would say if you don't want to fight with the 3-star thing, you know, get a Plo in there, and even if your Plo dies, if only one ship dies, you should still be able to get 3 stars. Scoundrel faction keeps getting better. I'm assuming the Mando Season 2 characters will be mostly Scoundrel or Mando, so it'll hopefully boost Bo-Katan. Yeah, I want Bo-Katan to be good. We got to figure out some way to make her good. All right, so we had a question in about Mon Mothma. What is a good Mon Mothma team? So I'm going to answer that question in 2 different ways. And the first way I'm going to answer that question is, what team can you run with Mon Mothma that's actually like the most effective Mon Mothma team? And I believe that team is this team right here. Mon Mothma, Pow, the Scarif Pathfinder, K2, and Chupio. And the reason why I like this so much, and actually this Pathfinder could be replaced with Cassian Andor. I think maybe Pow, Cassian Andor, K2, and Chupio are the best team. I just don't have Cassian built up. And this guy is better with the turn meter gain. So Pow just gets to take 1,000,000 turns, and he always has offense up on your team. K2 is very hard to kill. What I do with this team that makes it unique, and the reason why I think it's a pretty cool Mon Mothma team, I've got these all kitted out for defense. And by making them a defensive, or tenacity. I've got them all kitted out for tenacity. So let's look at Chupio's unique here. If the allied leaders are rebel, he gains 40% of their protection, health, protection, offense, defense, potency, and there it is right there, tenacity. Okay? And other rebel allies gain half that amount. So if you pair that up with Mon Mothma's leadership, she already has really high tenacity. That's Padme. Got to click the one next to her. 2 ladies in white robes. Doesn't work out. She already has a high base tenacity. She has like 102 tenacity. And then you mod her for tenacity, and Chupio is getting 80% tenacity from this, from the stat sharing. The other characters in your team are getting 40% tenacity from the stat sharing. And she's got this leadership ability where everybody combines 8% of their same stats here, including tenacity. And that's base stats, right? So you only get credit for her 102. But she ends up being around 280 tenacity in this build. Because she does the stat sharing, she gets the stats, then Chupio gives her another 40 on top of that. And she's between 260 and 280. I can't remember exactly where the calculation comes out. And the rest of the characters all have ridiculous tenacity. So when you add those 2 things together on top of K2SO. So we've got him kitted out to 164% tenacity. He'll get about 30 from all the stat sharing that happens at the start, which puts him at 194. He'll get another 40% from the Chupio sharing, so he'll be at like 240% tenacity. So these characters literally become undebuffable. And I often see that they get one hold in Grand Arena. And I'm convinced that I get those holds because people come in against this squad and they just think to themselves automatically like, well, I'll Traya this, or I'll Darth Vader this, or I'll, some team that has debuffs that they want to use. And, they go with Scion and nothing sticks. Or they go with Vader and they do the Force Crush and nothing sticks. Nothing. And then trying to beat this team, and if they do get a debuff on, when they finally sink something, then her main ability here, her basic, doesn't do damage, but it dispels all debuffs. So, and it's weird the way this works. She dispels all debuffs on the weakest rebel ally. But if K2 is the only one with debuffs on, even though he's clearly not the weakest rebel ally, if he's the only one with debuffs, this will still remove the debuffs. I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. But yeah, so what I'm trying to do here is different. It's different than how other players play Mon Mothma, but it's specifically to take advantage of this sharing and her already, sharing stats out and then sharing them again and getting to ridiculous tenacity. So that's why I built this team, and it's a cool team, and it gets me holds. Now, I said I was going to answer the question two different ways. And the other way that I'm going to answer this is as simple as the other best Mon Mothma team is whoever is a rebel fighter. So if for some reason you're building rebel fighters for any kind of ship, Cassian Jyn Erso and K2 for Cassian's U-Wing, Biggs Darklighter for his ship, any of these pilots that you're building up to get their ship better, and you just throw them into a Mon Mothma team, that's your best Mon Mothma team, because you've taken her from being useless to doing something. And putting in Biggs and Wedge, K2 and Cassian, those four, K2, Cassian, Biggs, Wedge, that makes a really good Mon Mothma team, and that's 3 rebel ships that you might be building for a rebel fleet. So that's a bit the answer. The answer is either, build a team that works in a specific way with Mon Mothma and actually try to make a good team and a winning team, or just use her leadership, throw all your rebel pilots in there and call it good enough, and then the rebel pilots are actually part of something that can be at least of moderate use as a defensive team in Grand Arena. It at least takes something for the opponent to beat it. All right, let's get over here and catch up with chat. The amazing Mon Mothma team is all about turn meter. I would say Cara Dune has a place in the best Mon Mothma squad instead of Chupio just because of the turn meter removal on her special. That's Hoth Rebel Scout, not Pathfinder. Oh, okay, sorry. Mon Mothma's base stats. Yeah, it's base stats on Mon Mothma's sharing, but it's full stats on Chupio sharing. Beat a team in Grand Arena with 2 seconds to spare. Nice. Account reviews. Well, I may do account review for TK. Does anybody know if TK is TK around? I asked him if he was going to be in the stream, but he didn't respond. So if TK is around, I'll do his account review. If not, we'll look at something else. We'll figure something out. If you guys want to see some account reviews. Saber prompting again. We've got more viewers than we have likes. No like button can withstand the power of the dark side. So get it out. Tear it up. Base stats equals stats accounting for mods at the start of the battle. Okay. Um, Base stats equals stats accounting for mods at the start of the battle. Are you certain? That's something that I think needs to be looked up and verified, Griff, because I I'm I'm certain that I've seen it before. I'm certain that I've seen it before where it's that like base speed for Luke's ability, for example, when it says base speed, or let me look up Luke here. So the way Luke's leadership is worded, at the start of each of his turns, all enemies are reduced. His base value is recorded at the start of the encounter before any buffs or debuffs are applied. So this like spells out how the base speed for this character is calculated. So my understanding was that's not the normal way that it works. Otherwise, they wouldn't have to spell it out for this character that his base speed is recorded at the start of the encounter before buffs. But if that's the case, and it really is base stats at the start of the encounter, then everything I said is even higher stats if the mods do get called in. But if this is, every time base stats are mentioned, if this is how it works, the value recorded at the start of the encounter before buffs or debuffs, then it would include mods, and it just makes all that stuff better. I understood that it was different, but you know, I'll take your word for it if you really know that that's the case. If you have a request in, base stats are designed to avoid adding up stats after uniques are added in. JKL base speed is calculated with mods account. Yes, exactly. But JKL, it spells it out in the description. That's why I thought it was different, because it spells it out. Base stats is the gear tier you're on, not including the additional pieces. So mods take into consideration base stats, which is the stat on the character before additional gear. Okay. If Griff is saying it's with mods, I can see it working. They spell it out so that uniques or other interactions such as JKL, gaining, stacking, speed in the encounter are irrelevant. Okay. All right, well, again, if it works that way, then everything I'm trying to do with that Mon Mothma team is just a touch better than I thought it was. If that's the case, and I added up all the tenacity, because I've got all these guys modded for tenacity, holy cow, we've got 200, 150, 500. We've got about 600 tenacity between the 4 rebels and rebel fighters that we have at the start. 600 divided by 8 is 48. So they would all be getting 48 additional tenacity. And then 42 additional tenacity. So 90. They would all get 90 additional tenacity. So she would be at 290. Dear Lord. Oh, I love it. I love it. So if he got 90, he would be at 255. There's not many characters out there that have 155% potency. Maybe some of the Bastillashans out there, the Bastilashan Fallens that have like all potency, would have a 5% chance of debuffing these characters. I think I've even got Pow just tenacity as well. Let me take a look at him. I don't remember. Yeah, he's just tenacity as well. Look at this guy. 96% tenacity on Pow. Oh, fun stuff. I'll find out the information and post it to Discord. Cool. Cool, guys. Teaching me more stuff tonight. I love it. I love it. Learning new things. Does Mon Mothma's plus 50 speed unique count to her base speed? So it doesn't count with regards to a speed mod set. So that's the issue. So speed mod gives you, 10% of your speed. And yikes. We don't want to be in there. So if we look at a character like this with the speed mod set, this bonus gives you 5% or 10% speed, and that gets multiplied only by your base speed. So if you look at Mon Mothma, what happens to her, I think her base speed is 110, something like that. So 94, 205, 111. Is that right? 111? So her base speed is rotten. It's just terrible. So it's hard to put a speed set on her and get much out of it. But yeah, the plus 50 speed is added at the combat start. So we don't get the speed set for that. SLKR has over 100% potency base. We can't see. Oh yeah, I took it off. I got the lightsaber up. Got the lightsaber up. Sorry guys. All right. Need more likes. Still haven't got to 50 likes yet. We'll get there though. I think we got some people here who they're scared of the like button. The like button terrifies them. They look at it and they're like, no, I don't know about touching that like button. Might get COVID-19 or something. All right, let's go back and look at some more questions. We got some more questions over there. Let's see. Somebody had asked, what are your thoughts on Plo? I'm farming his ship, but I'm curious if anyone uses the character in a Grand Arena team. Also, what gear level does he need to make his ship functional? If you're just going to bring him in to rescue banners, he needs to be tough enough that he doesn't get taken out in one shot. The Plo ship has a massive priority. So let's say you have something like TIE Silencer, that the computer is going to automatically just beeline for that. Anakin's ship, the computer prioritizes those ships so high. If you bring in Plo, it's like he has taunt. The computer will go after Plo instead of those high priority ships. So if you have him too weak, he'll come in, he'll heal up a bunch of your ships, and then they'll just one-shot him, and he's out of there. So with Plo, what you want to do, I would say gear 9 or 10 is fine. I think I have him at 9 on my Loquitur account, something like that. Yeah, where's he at? Gear 9. And it makes the ship tough enough that when he comes in, he'll last a couple turns. You can use the taunt. You can use this ability that gives turn meter. So you can use the turn meter ability. You can use the taunt. And then if he dies after that, you're fine with it. As long as he gets off those two abilities before he gets killed. So I would say at least gear 9. I mean, don't leave him below that. But is it worth it to take him to gear 12? I don't know. I think he's still at like gear 10 or 11 on my main account. I've never gotten him to gear 12, so I don't know. But I would say in that range. Get him to gear 9 at least. Gear 9 to 11 should be good, and make it a functional ship as a reinforcement. As far as using Plo on a team, I think he's one of those characters that you just end up slotting into a Jedi team somewhere when you need a Jedi. He has this skill, Take Charge, that gives everybody turn meter. So if you make him the slowest Jedi on a team, and then everybody goes, and then he goes and gives back 50% turn meter, you can take a bunch of turns back to back. And then, in some comps, you don't even care. because you're doing so much damage that all you need to do is basically take 2 quick turns back to back. You use some other character to drive turn meter, you use him to drive turn meter, you take a second round of turns, and then you win before the opponent gets to take a turn. So I would say Plo can be useful in like insta-kill teams. If you there's a JML team that's just buff, and then JML kills everything in one hit with his whatever that skill is called. I can't remember the name of it right now, but yeah, so maybe specialized in teams like that. But I would say no. I don't think Plo has a great home somewhere. I don't think he doesn't belong in a Padme team because his best skill of gaining turn meter, Padme can't gain turn meter. So he uses that skill and it does nothing. This area effect skill that he has does I think 4 damage, maybe 5. You go across the field with 8 buffs across your head, and he does his area effect attack, and you don't even see the life bars move on the other side. So he doesn't do very good damage. He doesn't have a very good leadership skill. Stealth removal. So I would say you just build him up enough for the ship, and then if you have a certain team where you understand exactly what you're going to use Plo's ability for, and that ability is going to gain you something important, then you use him. My opinion. Let's see what the chat's got to say. Someone said Jolie is losing his hard node. Yeah, the news today, when they put Bo-Katan in the game, they put her on the node that used to be Jolie Bindo, so he's no longer a regular energy hard node. Yep. He's next to useless other than his turn meter gain. Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. Bookish is here. Greetings. Hey, man. How's it going? All right, let's go to another question real quick. We had a question about early on against the Galactic Legend, if you stabilize the account the way you have to play defensively, putting your own best team on defense and trying to play an efficient game. So basically what we're saying here is if the opponent has an early Galactic Legend, like right away, and instead you didn't rush a Galactic Legend, but you've got a pretty good account, maybe you could build a team specifically to beat Galactic Legends. And we talk about Vader, and Vader can counter a lot of Galactic Legends with Wat Tambor. So the question is, the Galactic Legend versus stabilizing, can you build just a single team and say, hey, that's going to be my Galactic Legend beater, and I'm not going to build a Galactic Legend, I'm just going to build a team that beats Galactic Legends. And I think there's actually 2 teams that would qualify for that, but they're good for different reasons. So the Vader team can take out Rey with reasonable mods and skills. You do have to have the Wat Tambor for that, though, I'm pretty sure. That's not something I've practiced enough to be good at, and I think the last time I did it, I dropped the battle. But Vader can counter Rey, can counter C with reasonable effectiveness. The counter with Vader against SLKR, you really have to have good characters modded in the right way with the right turn order, and it's not easy. And I don't think it's 100% reliable. Now, on the other hand, there's a clone team where you build up your clones to the point where they can take out the SLKR team, and that becomes a very reliable counter. So if you're free to play and you want to go for gas early game and you don't want to build a Galactic Legend, I think the clone team becomes the other viable team where you just say, I'm going to build this in a way to beat the SLKRs. Most people that rush a Galactic Legend now are going for the SLKRs. So if you built that team, then you could deal with those on defense. And SLKR still has just bonkers AI going after 5s and like won't do his alt ability and just keeps attacking into 5s over and over again like a madman. So it's kind of glitchy. They may fix it someday, and that team is no longer going to be a counter. I don't know. But yeah, there's definitely a way to play if you don't plan to build Galactic Legends. But I don't think it would be smart to play that way long term. I think you just build a Galactic Legend and expect that your opponent's going to have at least one Galactic Legend, and then either you both put them on defense or you keep yours on offense to beat his, or however you want to do it. But yeah, that is a play that a lot of people are going for. So you have to think about whether you're going to build your account that way or not. I'm getting to the point in my C farm where Sith tunes are good enough to make a banner sniping defense. I'm trying to decide who to use as a leader. I'd rather not waste any galactic power on things that are useless long term, so I don't want to do Darth Maul's leadership. Do I need to level Sidious leadership for the C event? So, yeah, he doesn't want to use Palpatine because he's saved for offense, and the other option is Traya. So putting Traya on defense gives away a pretty good character. Wasting one Zeta on Darth Maul, I don't even know if I would say that that's a waste. I did it. And the reason I did it, because if you really want a banner sniping team, and you guys are so sick of hearing me say this, what is it that's going to snipe banners? What's going to snipe banners is if we go first. And the thing about Darth Maul leadership, he's 218 on speed, and we've got a Palpatine that's in that team. And let's take a look at the Palpatine. Where is he? So we've got a Palpatine that's in that banner sniping team, this Darth Sidious here, and he's 270, 269 on speed. Okay. And an opponent will look at that and go, well, that's not terrible, right? Like I can get over 270 speed. But Darth Maul's leadership, if people don't know, right at the start of the battle, it gives you a 20% turn meter pump. So that 270 speed turns into 324 speed. So now a lot of opponents that would have brought in, even if they bring in a fast team, if they don't bring in a team that's over 324, that Sidious goes first, and he's going to do his area effect as the first skill, because he does. So he just runs over there and takes away 5 banners instantly. So if people know the Darth Maul trick and they bring in a team that's really fast enough to get around it, then there's not much you can do about a smart opponent. But that Zeta, people just don't know what it does. They don't realize it, and this team snipes a lot of banners. But you have to have the Zeta on that leadership, and you have to have one of your area effect characters really fast. Sidious is pretty easy to make pretty fast. So that's the way I use the banner sniping team, with Maul leadership, with the Zeta. And one Zeta to steal banners in GAC, it's not that bad. Not that bad of an investment. And I certainly would rather do that than put Traya in. And if you really don't want to do it, you say, I do not want to do Darth Maul, then you will sacrifice your Palpatine. Because if you put this guy in the leadership spot and that team goes off and they all have debuffs, they'll just debuff the other team into the dirt and surprise people with that. So I would say either do commit your Palpatine or, throw the Zeta on Maul if you're building C. It's not a bad strategy. All right. Nick Wilson says, DR is the main galactic counter I see in my shard. Revan can counter galactic legends up to a point. Once you get a fully developed SLKR team with Relic 7, Lobster, and Relic 7 on all your tanks, that team is not easy to beat for Darth Revan. and especially if you have a fast SLKR. Maybe somebody who uses that counter can tell me how reliable it is. Is it 100% counter, or is it 4 out of 5 against SLKR? I've made my SLKR stupid fast, and by doing that, I get a lot more holds in arena. I don't have to climb nearly as much every day just by making him fast. All right. Let's see what we got over here. Let's see if there's more questions. Lakers and Warriors. All right, that sounds like a good game. Depending whether or not you like the Warriors, I suppose. How long do you think it will take to get C free to play with only Vader and Anakin Relic 7? How long do you think it will take to get C? So in my mind, it takes 9 months to get C after you hit 85. So it takes about 3 months to hit 85. So just kind of as a thought process, somewhere between 10 months and a year, depending on how much you focus in a free-to-play account on specifically that goal. All right. I don't find much theory in facing DR, Malak, Gas, Padme, JKL. Why don't you have EP leadership Zeta? I thought it was really good. I'm just out of Zetas. You know, people, I think, overestimate the age of my account. This account's only a year and a half old. So at some point, I've just run out of Zeta materials. You know, I've put it on all these characters that need Zetas. And, you know, there's a lot of characters that could probably use a Zeta that I just don't have the Zetas to commit. So his leadership is good. I'll do it someday. But just not so far. Not so far. I don't crutch on his leadership for much of anything. I mean, probably a mistake. He's probably, you know, good enough to do more with in the game than I do, but I kind of, yeah. He doesn't end up in a lot of teams where where I'm using his leadership. Yep. A lot of Zetas I still need. This guy, 0 Zetas. No Zetas on Luke. And I'll tell you, Luke will probably have Zetas before Palpatine does. Yep. Put Zetas on these Night Sisters. Kind of wish I had those back. I'll get around to the Night Sisters someday. I mean, it's not wasted. They're fine Zetas, but those are the only ones that are currently, like, not on something useful. How long for SLKR free to play? The same thing. I mean, I just have it in my mind that it takes 2 to 3 weeks for each relic that you do, and you have 13 relics to do, so you just calculate that out in your head, and that's 9 months. So, for me, whatever Galactic Legend you're talking about, there's a way to get it in about 9 months. 5 million GP and 2 Galactic Legends in 18 months. Yup. But this account is $100 a month. I spent $100 a month on this account in crystals, and I completely wailed on the finalizer. So when the finalizer came out, I just did the quests and got it to 4 stars, and then I just bought shards to go straight to 7 stars. So there's been a couple times in the game where I just bought what I wanted. But yeah, I've invested enough in this account that we've had it up and running. And I've got my race stuff going. We're slowly but surely building some momentum down here on race stuff. I'm going to do this Dark Trooper, man. I've made a decision that this Dark Trooper is going straight to Relic 8. So we'll interrupt this normally scheduled Galactic Legend Ray farm, and we're going to work on this guy until he's Relic 8. Need some more shards for him, so I'm farming shards. But yeah, we'll wail a little bit on this guy's shards if we need to, but I think I see the light where Dark Trooper can make troopers into my Darth Revan counter. But I really think I need him to make it a reliable Darth Revan counter where he can beat Malak. All right. I faced off versus a 2 Galactic Legend account with 500 more galactic power than me. I was able to beat him. For 2 reasons. I was faster than him on every meta character and used your permission strategy and tricked him into using the wrong team. That's awesome. I love hearing that. I love hearing that. No judgment here. I spend a bit myself, but not quite as organized as you. Yeah. So, I mean, when it comes to spending, I don't judge one way or another. You know, I think it's cool that people play free to play. I'm glad that they have that available in the game. You know, out of respect for the creators of the game, I spend a little bit of money on the Darth Loquitur account every month just to kind of say it's my contribution to have them keep making the game. But I think free to play is good. It's a fun challenge. I think people that spend money, if they have the money, I mean, if you're wasting money that's taking food out of your family's mouth, that's irresponsible. You shouldn't do that. But for people who have a job and they're using part of their entertainment budget to pay for stuff in a game, I think it's okay. And honestly, in Galaxy of Heroes, you can't get that far ahead with money because you just won't have the Zetas, you won't have the mods. There's no way to get those things except with time. So there's some kind of threshold where spending, starts to not be that effective even. So yeah, it's interesting, I did, I did make a few mistakes in how I started the game before I really knew what was going on, but it didn't take me too long to figure out what was efficient. And just buying crystals and doing all your refreshes every day is really what gets you the most in the game. All right. Less the money, more the ancient account. I started at launch, but the money in this game only buys time. Everything you can get with money, you can get free to play without question. That's exactly true. You just have to have the patience for it, and it'll come. Diminishing returns on spending money. Exactly. If you spend $500 to start the game, you will get a good hard start, and it'll take a long time for other people to catch up with you. And in that time, you'll gain probably another $300 or $400 in crystal value that you couldn't have otherwise had. So a big early investment helps a lot. But if you said, oh man, I'm just going to go straight for Supreme Leader Kylo Ren and I'm going to pay for it all. Dear Lord, once you get past the Revens, trying to go into a Galactic Legend and relic all those characters, you have to spend ridiculous amounts of money to do that. And you're better off with just that $500 start and patience. All right, I posted a question in the Discord. If you have a moment, would you mind taking a look? Okay, go over here and take a look, see if it's a reasonable question. What is the quickest Galactic Legend to obtain if you're willing to be a mini whale? About 400 per month. I just bought the If you've just bought the Hyperdrive bundle, and how is the best to spend the money for crystals or refreshes? So if you're gonna do $40 a month and mini whale it, the best thing you could do is buy the Hyperdrive bundle as soon as you start the game, build, go straight into a Revan team. And I know, oh, well, I want to go straight into a Galactic Legend, but you don't, I'm convinced that you don't really want to do that. You want to have one good team to stabilize your account. Maybe it's a Revan team, maybe it's a Padme team, but you want one good team to stabilize your account. The easiest Galactic Legend to get from that point is SLKR. The thing that you have to do, you have to get good placement in fleet immediately. By getting good placement in fleet, you can get crystals. By getting crystals, you can buy the finalizer ship to 5 stars without having to wait for it to come around every time. And then if you can buy some of the finalizer, I think you'd have to spend, what, 1250 crystals for 10 shards, I think is what it is. So 2,500 for 20, and you have to buy like 65 of them. So I don't know, what is that, like 7,500 crystals? And if you could do that over the course of about 4 months, you can buy out the rest of the finalizer without having to wait 6 to 8 months to collect all those shards. And SLKR, you get so much toward SLKR with that initial hyperdrive bundle purchase, because you get the bounty hunters, you get several of the bounty hunter ships, you get a bunch of characters for SLKR, you get a bunch of Phoenix stuff that'll let you unlock Palpatine right away. So I think with the hyperdrive bundle, SLKR becomes a better rush than Sith Eternal Emperor. But you do have to work around that finalizer. Nailing the finalizer is the key to getting a fast SLKR if you want to go straight for it. But getting good fleet is important. And then if you can also establish a good arena income on the side, also, you know, that's going to help you accelerate as well. There'll be some stuff coming out from the video series that I'm working on. It's taken me forever, and I apologize for that, because I really wanted to get this content out to you guys faster. And I did a draft of the stuff 2 weeks ago, and I didn't like it. I redid it a bunch of times. I issued that draft to my Dark Council. They reviewed it. They gave me some feedback. So I got to go back one more time, and then we're going to start this series on starting up the game and how to, you know, go into a Galactic Legend right away. But I'll tell you right now, the path is going to be to stabilize your account before you go for a Galactic Legend, because you'll be able to get so much more out of the events. If you can start playing the credit heist and all of those events right away and getting funds out of that, it's going to make it easier to do your Galactic Legend and everything that comes after. So it's like that 2 months of investment up front is going to save you a month on your Galactic Legend, but then it's also going to save you a month on your next project and your next project and your next project. So you're so much better off getting the 4 key tags going: Rebels, Jedi, Sith, and Empire. If you can get those 4 tags going right away, everything gets easier. All right, I've answered that question a lot. But yeah, SLKR is the best rush with the hyperdrive bundle for $40 a month. That probably cuts a good 6 to 8 weeks off of that 9 months that I was just talking about. So you probably do it in 7 months instead of 9. But you got to manage the finalizer. That's the key to it. Fleet has saved my crystal income so many times. Yeah, exactly. Yep. I've been playing free-to-play since launch. It took a 2-year break, and now you're way behind. Yeah. If you come back, if you played and you come back and your account is still under 85, start a new account. We've given that advice to some people. They've come back to the game. They've renewed interest in it. And they say, you know, what should I do to catch up? And the advice that I've been giving out, and I've seen a couple of my other Dark Council members give out, is start a new account, but keep your old one. Play your old one a little bit. If it's over 85, right? If you've already invested in your old account and it's over 85 and you've got some stuff, you know, play both accounts. And then after a couple months, you decide, is your new account more fun to play, or is your old account, you know, fine? And you can kind of get a feel for which one you're going to enjoy playing as your main more, or keep both of them. You know, it's easy to accept less on your main account if you're also having fun on an alt account. So that's the advice we've been giving out. $900 crystals. The hyperdrive bundle is excellent. It's worth the 900 crystals to whale on the finalizer, even if you can save them. Yeah, that's exactly it. You just save when that event's coming up, and you spend those crystals for the finalizer. Now, I'm not talking about the refresh. I'm not talking about the 900 crystal refresh you can do. I'm talking about going to the stores, this store over here. Whenever the finalizer event is up, there's a pack over here, just like this, where you can just straight up go in and buy 10 finalizer shards, I think for $12.50. Which is crazy good, because you don't even have to qualify for the event. You, having never played the event, you can still come over and buy that pack and get your finalizer. But you will want to play the event because it gets you 4 stars worth of the finalizer for free. And you get those bounty hunter ships and all that stuff already with the hyperdrive bundle. So it's in your best interest there to build that fleet and whatever. But you do want to be able to finish it out to 5 stars without waiting for 7 rounds of the event. Okay. Well, we've been talking for a long time. I feel like we've got to get over to this grand arena now. It's about that time. So let's go through the agony of defeat right at the start. We still got undersized squads that we have to finish out. I don't know if we're going to get 7 more of those by the end or not. We're not going to get this one. Echo and Wat Tambor. This is the new Echo, and I don't have Wat Tambor, so I'm out of luck with that. So basically, we've just got undersized, and that's pretty much all I've got to work with at the moment on the small account. Okay, let's enter in here. So I did win my last round on both my main and my alt. So as of the 3rd week, both accounts are sitting at 8 wins and 1 loss. They both lost on week 8, or on battle number 8 out of 9. So we're 8 out of 9. That's okay. Still on track to get Kyber with both accounts. I feel like that's not bad. So I come in, I look at my opponent, and I don't even have to look at stats or anything else. You glance over here, and the fear and the terrification is terrified. How do you become terrified? Terrification, is that a word? It makes it sound like terraforming. It makes it sound like you're turning into dirt. What is it when you become terrified? I don't know. There's got to be a word for that. Terriferous. I don't know. I'm going to make up a word for it. So you just look over here and you're like, oh, God. Malik feared me. He feared me just from looking at him. He's so good, I got to spin him, right? Spin, spin, spin. But, yeah, the fear begins. So in terms of stats, then I look over here, and he's only got 1,000,000 galactic power, and I saw that big team, and I'm like, well, he can't have ships, right? I mean, he's got to be weak on ships. So he's got 331 on ships. We're about 100,000 over him on ships. And then he's got more than us almost on characters. I think he's got more than us on characters. So in terms of fleet, what we're looking at here, Big TIE Advanced, TIE Silencer, Slave 1, all this stuff. And then we've got the Executrix built up. But look at this. The other 2 capital ships don't have anything invested in them. 0, nothing. Okay? And that tells me something, and I'm gonna try to talk you guys through this because this kind of gave me the key to what I did on my defensive strategy right here, this line of ships. So what does this mean? Let's play a game. Let's play a game with chat because you guys all want to learn. I want to learn some stuff too. What do you think? What did this teach me? When I saw this, what strategy do you think I went, maybe I have an idea. Maybe I have an idea. A 2-zone clear. Yeah, that's definitely what I'm thinking, right? A 2-zone clear. So it gets worse. Not only do we have that Revan team to deal with, but we've also got this Jedi Knight Revan and Grandmaster Yoda at relic levels that we have to contend with. And then he's building into SLKR, so he built both Revans and Malik, and he's going straight into SLKR. You see we've got the First Order Executioner, Officer, Kylo Ren. So we've got a bunch of medium-tier First Order stuff to deal with as well. And, yeah, so that's the story. And he's thick in these top 3 rows, but then, like we see with a lot of these really focused accounts, it drops off pretty fast after that. So we've got some mediocre stuff underneath. All right, Joey the Goat. He's going to put Darth Revan in front of fleets. Darth Revan in front of ships. That's right. So you put your best fleet on defense. They don't care about fleet, and they just worry about offense. He places DR in front of ships and has 1 attack fleet, but it's a gamble. Weak defense and heavy offense. So you can set a soft defense and not worry too much about it. He gets stuck in fleets and your back wall, and it's a matter of efficiency, my guess. You guys are good. Woo! So we got some top tier strategists. I'd like to know how many of y'all are chess players. So that's exactly what I thought. Like I can't beat this ever, right? And he's going to put it in front of fleets, and he's going to put a garbage fleet, right? So he doesn't care about fleets. He puts this fleet on offense. He puts this on defense in front of fleets, and he says, don't care. Nobody's going to beat this team ever, so my fleet is safe. And he's right. He's right on that. I mean, good Lord. 1 million galactic power with 135,000 galactic power in your arena team. Terrifying. All right, so what we did, we came in, we put our geos in front of our fleet, okay? And then we put this team in front of the back wall, and we did that because we really want him to fight this team first. We could have put the geos in front and put this team in front of the ships, but then you kind of say, okay, well, I'll beat the geos, and I know I've got the ships. So we want him to come in and look at this team and think that it's easy and beat this team first so that he can check out the back wall. And on the back wall, yeah, I'll just show it. I mean, if he's watching the stream, then, I'm at a disadvantage. But I put the Padme team then on the back wall because he's still got to use something decent to beat this. And then he's faced with Geos and Padme. If he wants to get to my ship, he has to come back to the Geos. So then I feel like, let me check here, make sure. So he's got this Vader. So he's going to use the Vader against my Geos for sure. But if he used the Revan in any way against my front wall, then he's out of luck. And my hope is that he's going to take in some weak first order team, end up losing to this team, and if he drops a battle against this team because he brought in a weak team, then my back wall, it doesn't matter if it holds, right? If he drops a battle there, and, well, then he'll get a 3-zone clear and he'll win. So I don't know. There's not much hope for me in this GAC, but then what we're going to do is we're going to come in here and put our best fleet on defense. So we put the Geos, we put them under Tarkin, we put in good reinforcements, and this is holding top place in my fleet shard against quite a lot of people. It's not an easy fleet to beat already for Grand Arena. I mean for just the regular fleet arena. And when we look at him, he's 130 in fleets. So his best fleet should not beat my fleet. I don't think he can beat my fleet. So in the same way that I can't beat his Revan, he can't beat my fleet. So everything comes down to what happens in these two zones right here. Everything comes down to that. And if he Vaders this, does this, I'm not sure that his Revan team is going to be able to beat my Padme. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We shall see. All right, let's go over here and look. He gets stuck in fleets in your back wall, and it's a matter of efficiency. Yep, that's right. That's exactly it. All right. The problem with this strategy is both front zones being worth more than the back zone. What? 150 here, 150 here, 153 for fleet. So at this level, if you can hold fleet, that's the best zone to hold. So if he holds this in fleet, and I can hold fleet in this, the value of the zone defeats is 303 in both cases. 303 this way, 303 this way. So, yeah, we got to figure out the most efficient way to get through this OR team, and then we got to get to the back wall and figure out a super efficient way to clear the back wall. In my division, the front zones are worth 180. Yeah, when you get to placing two, there'll be a zone where you place 2, and then the value of defeating that zone will go up. Yep. All right. The zones are worth different amounts. And Vader the Old Republic. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we Vader the Old Republic, and we save the troopers for the back wall. The question is, how efficient can I get with my Vader here? You guys know that I like to use my 3-man squad. And I almost want to default to a 2-man squad here with my boy Piet and Vader. But let's think about the back wall, right? How scary could that back wall be? So the back wall could be Revan. If he expected me to go crazy on defense, and he might want to play a defense versus defense game and doing the same bait strategy that I am with that OR team, right? So on that back wall, we could be facing this First Order team right here. So if we look at the First Order, and I actually expect that this is what we're going to be facing on the back wall right here. 2 Kylos, First Order Executioner, First Order Officer. I feel like this team right here is what's going to be on the back wall. So the troopers, I think, have enough to work through the Kylo Ren unmasked. They have enough to work through the Jedi Knight Revan team if he tried to put that back there. So I think if we get to the back wall with the troopers, there's nothing he can have back there that would stop us. I think the troopers kill anything that he could have back there. Right? I don't want to get caught out again like I did last time against the Padme team. Keep Piet. Don't do what you did last time. That would be an incredibly foolish move on his part to put JKR on the back wall. But he's got good stuff in his team. And if he comes over, if he did put JKR back here, and he just Vaders whatever's here and beats fleets, and he could often do a 2-zone clear and win. I don't know. I don't think he's got the JKR team back here. I think it's the First Order team. I think that's what we're going to find on the back wall is the First Order team. So we'll save the troopers. Let's just do this 3-man squad. 1, 2, 3. We'll do that. If they start debuffing us, the Sith Trooper can cleanse some debuffs. He can get a taunt going, just in case they try to get away from us. How much tenacity does the Old Republic have? Oh, boy. This early in the game, for him to have done tenacity on these guys, nothing. 32. Zalbar is probably the only thing we have to worry about. He can be a tough cookie. 164 tenacity on Zalbar. So, yeah, Zalbar won't fall prey to the dots. Oops. And let's see, he's just offense. So, yeah, we'll kill all these guys, and then we'll have to just, muscle down Zalbar little by little. So if we can, merciless massacre most of this, then stun Zalbar, I think we'll kill him before he can take a banner from us. I think that's how it works out. We do want the offense on Vader, though, in this case. Everybody always says they would go solo. Ah, man. You guys just don't... we don't strategize the same way. We just don't. Vader solo might very well work here. But if you Vader solo and it doesn't work, you're done. If we drop one battle, we're done. We have to get the most banners we can, but losing a battle loses this Grand Arena. All right. Merciless Massacre. Juhani was weak. We're going to target her for the Force Crush. We're going to call mission. Then we're going to tap here. Then we're going to tap over here. Get an assist. That's good. And then we got to hit Zalbar and take the counterattack. I think here we're going to force crush again to try to kill Karth. All right. Stun him. He did take banners from us. All right, let's just get the advantage. And we'll do a basic. And then we'll call Juhani out real quick. Merciless Massacre again. Hit him with a hard basic. Hit him with another basic. All right, hit him again. And we'll throw this at him just for damage. 59 banners. Not bad. No Piet Power Hour. Ah, the Piet Power Hour comes next. All right, is it first order on the back? No, it's not. 69,000 galactic power worth of booty hunters. Boy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, man. All right. What do we do here? What do we do here? This? Just fire him up with Stark and mow him down with Snowtrooper and laugh? Is that what we do? I mean, we got to kill these guys like 4 times, but we're going to get so much turn meter. It's ridiculous. If we put Piet in there, then, I mean, it's really a done deal. Really a done deal. Try the troopers at Darth Revan? What? Hit with something else and go for broke on Darth Revan? Jedi for full banners because protection up. Use your troopers on Darth Revan. These troopers, I don't see the kill sequence. So let's go take a look. Let's go take a look. So let's say I came in here. This guy is going to be really hard. If I can get a kill on him early in the game, it's going to open up these two for me to attack. But the idea that I'm going to be able to kill him and have enough turn meter to attack one of these and kill it and get more turn meter, man, all I have to do is miss a couple critical hits and this whole thing falls apart and the troopers are just dead. All right, well, let's take a look at Jedi. Let's just take a look at it. Let's take a peek. We got Bastila, Yoda, Bridger, and where's Old Ben? And Old Ben. So we could 4-man this with these guys. But we got to kill these bounty hunters a lot. We got to kill like what, 9 kills or something like that, because we got to kill the 5 guys and we got to kill 2 of them twice at least. DR speed is the only thing. Check Bosk speed and protection. The Bosk isn't that big. I mean, the Bosk is going to be, 19,000 protection. That's nothing. You can get through that no problem. 241 speed, it's okay. But yeah, it's like a gear 9 Bosk, right? That's gear 8. Gear 8, 4 stars. We'll walk through him pretty easily. Got the Boba Fett. So I think the Jedi team can beat this. So if we would use 4 troopers, we could also use 4 Jedi. Let's see. He is the only barrier to winning. Yoda one-shot that Bosk. I feel like you could beat the DR team. Jedi can walk all over that. Yeah. So if he Vaders this, and lowballs that. It does something with Darth Revan just to like get max banners. You know, he could win in 2 zones. So I have to put enough banners up on the board to make it so that he uses the Revan here. So we got 59 banners. No. What did we get on the last one? Was it 59 banners? 370. 150. So it must have been 59 banners. Is that right? 60, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 59 banners. Okay, so we only got 59 banners on that first one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Joey. I'm thinking, I'm just trying to think, because in theory, depending on the speed of these guys, you know, my snowtrooper's just not quite fast enough for 241. But if I put Veers in, I could do it with 3 troopers. As long as I have 3 troopers, I can do this. So if we did Stark, if we did Veers, Snowtrooper, and Piet, or Stark, either one, this wins it, right? Because Stark goes first, gives 30% turn meter. That puts him fast enough to go. He goes, mows down the other team. He's at 191. So 60. That's not enough. That's not enough. Without Piet, it's not enough. And Bosk would go before us. You could take some shots and just recover protection by killing them. All right. All right, we're gonna risk it all here, boys. We're gonna risk it all. We're gonna risk everything. How many Jedi do we need to beat that team? That's the question. And it's just because we have to kill things twice that I'm nervous. And so Bastila gets Yoda going. Yoda hits spread buffs. They go. They won't get the contract off. Can we do it with just these 3? 4 Jedi. Takes 4. They are low-level bounty hunters, but they're tanky because of the Bosk lead. Yeah, exactly. So 4 Jedi. Should we put in Old Ben or Plo? We can put in Plo. Plo dies fast, though. Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know what we want to do here. Old Ben over Ezra. Ezra has decent damage. He calls an assist, so he can call Yoda to assist, which is going to be good. All right. All right, we're going to get in there, and we're just going to try to get really good banners with this. We're going to try to get 61 banners. 61 banners with this. That's what we need. All right. Jump across there and grab their offense. Then we're just going to hit Bosk. Then we're going to call him to go over there and hit. And now, yeah, there we go. Now we can ability block. Now Ezra can call. He's got turn meter on Cad Bane, so let's kill Cad Bane. Then let's see if Yoda can spread the buffs. Tap everybody on the shoulder. Kill the Boba Fett. See if we can kill the Boba Fett again. Didn't work. Let's stun this Django. Finish off the Boba Fett. Okay, okay. We gotta get this kill before Ezra loses protection. Oh, he just lost his protection. No! Taunt. now you got to attack him. Basic, not enough. All right. Call Yoda to assist. Should be 61 banners. 61 banners, and we saved our trooper team. All right. I'm going to lose this by 1 banner. Watch. I'm going to be sad if that happens. All right, 59 and a 61. That's at least enough pressure that he has to get good, clean wins over here. Good luck for Darth Revan. Yeah, this is not going to work. But we're here to entertain. So let's be entertaining. Let's see if we can get this done. So Moff Gideon, Stark will go. Moff Gideon will go. And we don't want to reduce turn meter. We want to use the armor reduction on set. Then we'll get him a hit. And then Veers has to be able to get the kill. If he can't, we're done. 30k GP gap. HK stops turn meter gain, so you have to be careful with the ability choice. Don't drain your own turn meter. Yeah, no. The turn meter drain is off the table. We're not going to do that. We're just going to carve people's armor and try to hit what we can with single shots. We've got 2 relic characters. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. I believe. Okay, buffs up. Dive in, get his armor done. We're going to go ahead and do this on Snowtrooper for the best assist that we can get. Oh boy. This and then Stark, right? We get 1 hit here, and now Stark has to get the kill. All right, Stark, can you get this kill? Get it. All right, we're still in the game. Then we get rid of this HK, and then we can actually bring our turn meter removal into the game. Okay, kill the HK. Get him. All right. Now we're down to Bastila. Okay. Now we can use this. It's not going to drain their turn meter, but it will get us a kill on Bastila Shan Fallen. And we're still in it. Okay. Let's see, where are we at on turn meter on these guys? Buffs up. Let's do this. And this. Oh boy. He's already taunting. Nothing we can do here. Ugh. Bam. Looked so promising there for a minute. Looked so promising. Just couldn't quite cover that turn meter gap there in the middle. All right. Good try. It's a good try. I gotta say, it's a pretty good try. Don't you have more teams to throw at it? No. Guys, come on. Anybody who doesn't understand this Relic 5 Malak can solo the 5 of the top 10 teams in the game. You can't beat this Malak. Unless you have specifically a team that can beat Malak, you are not going to beat Malak. If you have a bounty hunter with bounty hunter team with Mando that can instantly kill him, you can get him. If you have Darth Nihilus set up to win here, you can get him. You can clean up Malak, but you can take some of the best teams in the game against the solo Malak and lose. So certainly with the scraps that I've got left over, got nothing. Got nothing. Couple more trooper relics and you would have had it? Yes. Yes, I would have. Yes, I would have. Maybe I need to start building Dark Trooper on this account as well. Maybe I do. Because I think doing what we did right here, yeah, I don't know. We've already got Snow Trooper. We really can't take out... We could take out Stark and put in the Dark Trooper. Because Dark Trooper can hit Malak. That's the thing. You could take a shot on Malak every time Dark Trooper comes up. Not bad, though. Not bad. I killed 3 of his characters. He's going to look at that and go, holy crap, how did he do that? Yeah. That's it for this one, though. And we just got to see if he can clear these 2 zones efficiently. He'll get a 3-zone clear. I think he'll clear all 3 of these zones and win no problem. Not much you can do against a Revan team like that, my friends. Can Padme clean up Malak if JKA has enough potency? You know, it's possible, but my JKA has some potency. I got to put more on him. I'm going to do that right now because I think I just made a mistake in modding him. Wasn't paying attention. Put an old mod set on him or something. But yeah, it certainly should be possible. But usually if I Padme against a Darth Revan team, I really do often end up cleaning up Malak after. So he's a tough cookie. He's a tough character to beat. All right, we got offense and crit chance. Do we need crit chance on this guy? What's his crit chance? 91. All right, let's see. What do we got here that we can use? Potency. A whole lot of nothing good. All right, well, let's take a look at potency sets. Maybe we can... No, we don't want to swap... No, I can't do this on stream. I gotta sort through mods that are already on characters, and I don't want to bore you guys to death with that. That would be a waste of a good stream. You don't need it, but crit chance is fine. Could change crit chance to a potency set instead. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, but it's... Malak is just... fast Malak with tenacity. You build him speedy, you build him with tenacity, and he's just a brute. He converts all of his protection to health. He has a life drain skill that gets all of his health back, and every 3 turns he just goes back to full life. And every time you get him closer to being dead, he stops and becomes harder to kill. So you really have to be able to one-shot him. Yeah. Good character. And if he's got him at 7 stars, you know, that account's got to be, you know, 9 months to a year old to accumulate enough stuff to have Malak at 7 stars. So he's certainly been working at that account longer than I have mine. And he's just gone straight for the Revans. Alrighty. So let's see what we got over here. I had an account review set up, but it sounds like the person whose account I was going to review is not going to be around. So let's get on over here. Let's see what's good. Okay, we've got somebody called Rogue N. Does anybody know a Rogue N? Can somebody go over to Discord and invite that person to see if he's available? That would be cool. And we'll take a look at this this account. Looks like it's a low level one. All right. Aren't you going to have 4 teams next GAC Loquitur? So when I get to Grand Arena 8, is that 4 teams? Is it 4 teams at 8? I honestly don't remember. So if somebody can confirm that it's 4 teams at 8, then that would be the case. So I am planning to unlock that Cassian's U-Wing and start on the Mon Mothma team. So depending on how my galactic power looks, that'll be the other team that I build for defense. Is Darth Vader a good counter for Geos? Yes. Yep. Don't see Rogue N on Discord. Could be under a different Discord name. Okay, well, let's try Grossmoff Frenki. Grossmoff Frenki. Does anybody know who that is? Maybe we could take a look at that account instead. If a person's not even on Discord at all, then we'll just move on to the next candidate. All right. I've seen this name somewhere in the chat before, I think. So I feel like that person might be a little more active. By the way, Tarai Sias, man, I'm butchering this name. Tarai Sias gave me a $1 super chat, and I forgot to say thank you. That was very nice of you. I appreciate that. Sorry that I missed it. I just noticed I had chat revenue, and I was like, oh, man. Didn't see it. Didn't see it come through. Don't see him or her. All right, well, we're going to talk about this account because it's kind of a low-level account. 990,000 galactic power. So, left them for stream. Okay, we didn't hear back in game. All right, cool. Well, I'll do them real quick here on stream, and then if these people are still active, they can see it, and if not, we can all learn something from them. If we look at the stats, quite a bit of ships compared to galactic, compared to characters. I ended up in the same boat. I ended up with too much ships compared to where I wanted to be. So this looks a lot like my account in terms of the balance. Number 4 in fleet, that's great. Whenever I see a good fleet, number 4, I'm happy. 95, so we're getting top 100 with the Padme team. Solid. All right, so we come over here. We got Anakin in the ETA, 6 stars. I feel like I am looking at my own account. Holy cow, they're very similar. He did build the TIE Advanced. He's got the ship at level 1. So this is not a ship that is good to leave at level 1. Take a look at this galactic power. 53,000 galactic power with 0 investment. No skills, level 1. You would think that this ship's galactic power would be low, but the galactic power is just all based around the character himself for some of these ships. Boba Fett's ship is the same way. So if you took this to level 85 and put the skills up, this would go from 53 to, I don't know, 59. So once you've already invested in unlocking the ship and getting it going, then you know, commit to it, build it, because that is a heck of a lot of galactic power that's not effective right now. So level that up to 85, get that ship going for sure. Got Ahsoka Tano, got the Hound's Tooth here. Year 11 Bosk. That's good. Got that maxed out. That's about the same place as my Hound's Tooth, too. 6 stars, though, instead of 5. Geos, Plo, Slave 1. We got some stuff in the middle. And then we've got Executrix and no other capital ship. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's not bad to only have 1 capital ship. you know, I put a little bit of something in the home one so that on defense my fleet would at least not just like get smoked. But you don't have to do that. You'll get Malevolence or Negotiator, then Executrix becomes your second capital ship, and you're good to go. So, ship-wise, that's fine. Looks like he's building into a Negotiator. So, probably these ships are for the Negotiator. The Geos are for his second fleet. Seems okay. Terrasias. Okay, Terrasias. I'll try to remember that name. Good, thank you. Does someone know if there's a week off after this GAC round? There usually is. There's almost always a week intermission, and then it goes into the next GAC. Have they confirmed that the next Grand Arena is going to be 3v3? I thought I saw somewhere that it was going to be 3v3 next Grand Arena, but I don't know if they confirmed it or not, or if that was just something I read somewhere. If anybody knows for sure, let me know. So over here in characters, we've got a Relic Vader, a Relic Anakin, Padme team, Bounty Hunters, Empire team, Newt Gunray. Looks like we're going into Sith Eternal, right? Because we've got Tarkin leveled up. We've got, well, he's going Bindo. So he's going with the Revens next. He's going to get JKR. Looks like. So he's got Asajj. Or I'm not Asajj. He's got Jolie, Bastila. Where's the robot? We need the robot, right? The T3M4 or whatever. Zelbar mission. Okay. Well, I thought he was going for the Revan. I don't see mission in here anywhere. But okay. So let's take a look at mods. Oh, unfinished mod. Level 12. Only 5 speed. Maybe he's just reluctant to finish that mod. This is a mod that's good enough for now. It's okay. I would put that at 15. Probably wouldn't put a lot of slices on it, but I would 15 it. Same thing down here. You've got 3 out of 4 good stats. Go ahead and take that mod to 15. 222 speed, a little bit of potency, decent damage. So we got potency there, crit offense here, speed. 6 dot mod here, 19 speed, that's good. Jedi Knight Anakin, crit chance, crit damage, 9 speed, offense, health. For Padme team, that's not horrible. Health 6 dot, 16. This is a good mod. That's a real good mod. This is a good mod too. Alright, so Anakin has better mods than Vader, which is weird. I would probably give Vader my better mods. But if he's using Anakin in his arena team and he just wants Anakin to be good enough to be in the arena team, I can understand why he would do that. Let's just take a look at speed. See what we've got for speed. So Padme is the fastest at 283. That's good for a non-relic Padme, right? She's not relicked. So that would be 303 when she's relicked. 303 is good. It's a fast Padme. So those are pretty good mods. She's got health. Probably health here. Yeah, that's good. Health. Health? Look at that. Tons of health. All right, and you'll 6 dot those and go crazy on health. So this Padme's got great mods. Bosk. 256. It's pretty good. Protection somewhere. Yep. Defense. Protection. Well modded on the Bosk as well. All right. So I don't have too much to complain about with the mods. I mean, obviously, there's always better mods to be had, but for an account that's 1,000,000 galactic power, this isn't bad. We've got some really good speed substats on some of these mods. Looking okay. Looking to be in okay shape. All right, so let's just go back to normal. And then let's check over here. So he's thinking about stabilizing his teams and then going for gas. So the Padme build into gas. So we need Ewoks and droids. He's building up the Grievous already. That's good. So this is the build path that I would recommend. Phoenix, Empire team, Geos into the Padme team, into gas. That's it. That's the ticket. So yeah, gas is a very logical next step for this account. Build Shock T and some clone troopers in the background. So it's like a 6-7 month process to build gas, because you got to get Ewoks, you got to get the C-3PO. He goes into your Padme team. Then you got to build Shock T and at least start the clones. Then you've got to build up all of these separatist droids to do the event. And then Asajj or something like that. But he's already worked on his Asajj a little bit. So yeah, I think very logical for this account to go for gas next. Can make sense to me. Got my first Zeta yesterday. Congrats, man. Merciless Massacre, I assume. Merciless Massacre or Queen's Will. Those are, out of most accounts, I would say those two Zetas are the highest value as your first Zetas. To either get Vader up and running or to make that Geo Brute Alpha summon the Brute right away. Both are just massively powerful Zetas. Do you need speed for Jedi Knight Anakin? So I always say to build Anakin one of two ways. Either you need to build him fast enough that he's going to go before most of the opposing teams, and then when you trigger when the opposing team goes, if they trigger his free turn, he gets a whole turn meter worth of free turn. The other way to build him is just don't worry about his speed at all. Just maximize his hitting power. Let the opposing team go first, and then when he takes his turn, he just smashes everything. And that's a fine way to build him. So, especially early game when you don't have that great of mods, just make him smashy. Build him with offense and crit chance, or, like I farmed a ton of offense mods and tried to get really great offense mods for him, but I didn't get as far as I wanted to on his offense mods, but still, even at a low level, I think that's the way to go. All right. Let's go over to the main account and start scoping out the Grand Arena over there. I think it's about time we take a look at that. What did I click? All right, so on the main account, we got a pretty good opponent over here as well. Piet Power Hour, the Hour of Imperial Dominance. All right, remind me on these feats again. We need to do Echo and Wat Tambor. So whenever we do C with Wat, we throw in the Echo. All right, that can probably be done. Windu, Kenobi, Anakin, or Bad Batch. We can work on that a little bit too. Okay. All right. So Anakin needs kills, and we need to throw in Echo with Wat Tambor. Our opponent, Dragon Sage of the Death Watch, House of Beta Outpost, 5,000,000 galactic power, very close together where he and I are. Ships are roughly the same, characters are roughly the same. So I feel like we got a pretty fair matchup. It's not like a 6.2 million GP count like I've been fighting here lately. So that's good. On ships, we've got what you would expect. Vader, First Order, the Galactic Republic fleet. We got a partially relict Millennium Falcon. For capital ships down here, we've got the Negotiator, Chimera, Finalizer, Executrix, and then a smaller home one. So what we're expecting to see is probably the Negotiator and one of these Chimera or Executrix on defense, and potentially the Endurance or, whatever, and the Finalizer on offense. Maybe he puts the Endurance on defense. That'll leave him the Chimera and Finalizer for offense. That would be pretty good. So those two, dark side for offense, light side for defense, something like that. I got a bunch of the pilotless ships somewhere in the middle. So that's nice. I don't have to worry about all these crazy ships being awesome. So fleets, yeah, the matchup is fairly even. Not too worried about fleets. Over here in characters, we got SLKR, General Skywalker, Vader, a lot of the stuff that you would expect to see. CLS down here, Revan. Where's Darth Revan? Where am I missing him? Where's Darth Revan? Oh, man. Look at that. His Darth Revan is not relict. Okay, I didn't notice that before. And we've got Jedi Training Ray at like Relic 2. We've got a Clone Sergeant that's relict for the ship. So this is an interesting account. We got relics for days, Gear 12 for days, Zetas for days. He's got like twice as many Zetas as me. It's crazy. So this account obviously a lot older than mine, but very similar on galactic power and whatnot. So we figure him to put the Supreme Leader on defense. People usually do. So we're going to put ours on defense, and that way he'll have to do the SLKR versus SLKR matchup. And, he'll have to do that from his side. And we hope that he messes it up. So that's what I did. Oh, boy. So he is played. And let's check it out. Okay, so he did drop one battle against the SLKR. And look at this, guys. This is what I see on my Mon Mothma team a lot. I see that a lot, and it makes me happy. One dropped battle. He gets through enough, and then he comes back around and finishes off, whatever's left over later. But they hold up pretty well on that first battle. Yeah. Just a different team. All right. And then we put this like Mutt CLS team with some relic level characters here and just tried to put something back here that was not easy to beat, hoping to run him out of teams. But clearly I didn't run him out of teams, so he worked his way through that. And the Geo's back here. Oh, wow, we got a super chat over here. Ryan says, just wanted to thank the Lord of the Sith and the content for which is both enjoyable and knowledgeable. Appreciate everything yourself and the Dark Council do to help the community. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. I thank you for the feedback, and thank you for including the Dark Council in there. Because, man, we got some smart guys over on Discord, and they are really giving a lot of people a lot of good advice over there. And, you're thanking them. Man, I'm thanking them too. It's a really good group of people. Okay. Okay, Trias is heading out. All right, see you later, man. Cool. Thanks a lot for that super chat, man. That's great. 2025 is a low score. You got this. Yeah, he dropped a couple battles there. Oh, we already looked at that. All right, let's see if we got anything on the front wall here that was worth. Look at this. Grievous team held up once. My banner stealing Grievous. All right. And then my Rebel fleet held up once. Good. Good. All right, so we definitely should be able to work through this. And he had to have a lot of offense if he dropped that many battles. I haven't even looked at what he placed on defense yet. This is a surprise to me. I don't even know. We're discovering this together. All right, so we've got the First Order leftovers here. With, guys, if you're placing your First Order leftovers, do not give this guy away on defense. Do not give him away on defense, because if the enemy places a team like this Old Republic right here, he's pretty much a free win against that team. So I always put the 2 TIE pilots, the officer and the executioner, and I save this, and that makes this team pretty much garbage. Like, this is the only team the only thing that even makes this team a threat, but you're giving away a lot by putting him in that team, my opinion. All right, over here we've got Bosk, we've got Grievous. Here's this Revan team with this Relic 3 Malik. I think our troopers are going to take that. I think we're going to flex our troopers again and see if we can beat this team. I'm having fun trying to beat stuff with those troopers now. So I think on this account, my troopers got enough sauce that they can beat this Malik. So we're going to give that a try. And if not, we can always clean him up. We can always clean him up. So that looks good. I gotta assume that he had the SLKR on offense if he beat my SLKR. And I don't see gas, so he must have had gas on offense as well. So, yeah, I think this is going to be, we should be able to get a full clear. We should be able to get some high banners. So I'm feeling pretty good looking at his defenses. All right, let's do this. And we'll just do the area effects. Oh, my goodness. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll learn our lesson and kill them one at a time with the main skill. All right, let's... Oh, blind. I'm blind. I can't see nothing. All right, put those area effects on me. That's wonderful. Who cares? Love it. All right. Then let's kill Mission. Bonk. And let's kill Karth. And then let's kill Canderous. All right. Get him. Now I don't have enough debuffs on to get my skill going. Please use the second special always. Nah. That's no fun. That's no fun. That's like trying to swim in a pool with no water. It's just not fun. Why would you do that? Take all the fun out of it. All right, what do we want to use against these guys? I feel like I want to use something that's good but not too good. Revan here. This bounty hunter team is pretty salty. We better keep something good against the Revan or the bounty hunter team up here. What do you guys think? Maybe Triumvirate up here? Triumvirate maybe? I feel like that could work. The troopers make this team short work. We got Padme. We got our own bounty hunters. Triumvirate Jedi. What do we want to do here, boys? Troopers? Just want to trooper it? Maybe we just want to throw these troopers in here. I think they'll do it, right? No, they'll probably clean this up. It's a lot of relics. I think it's good. Trey is too OP for that. So I saw somebody underdog this First Order squad using Nest. Yeah, we killed it with Nest. But we got to check for potency on one of these guys, right? Somebody has a stun, the pilot. This TIE pilot has a stun. As long as he doesn't have potency. Yeah. Can Nest beat this, though? That's the question. See, that last team that we beat didn't have a Relic 7 Kylo in it. Pretty sure. Pretty sure it didn't have this guy in it. So, try it anyway? I think troopers and then bounty hunters against Malik. I think we throw the troopers at this and look for a nest on the back wall. He's gonna have geos or something back there, and we'll be able to finish them off. All right, so let's do that. Let's get the taunt going right away. Let's pass this over, and then we'll do a mass assist. Oh, let's just hit single hit. And then we'll do the mass assist here to get the most possible turn meter on everybody. Okay, hit him again. All right, Kylo. I don't care about your shenanigans. All right, then let's get health and protection back for Rex. We don't care about this ARC Trooper. He can go ahead and die. Doesn't matter to us. All right, then let's kill off Phasma next. Phasmagorical. Phantasmic. All right, Rex, get her. He doesn't die to the area assault, so we just got to hit him with regular shots. Now that 5s is sacrificed, these guys do so much damage. It's nuts. Nuts. Boom. 56 banners. Yeah, we lose a few banners with this bomb team, but, you know, feels good. Feels fine. We got the back wall geos. That's nest. No Kira. Just a straight nest. In she goes. Not even going to look. We're just going to do. We'll do that big area effect hit if they're not going to ability block us. All right. Let's try to get the soldier first. If we can take out the soldier first, that gets rid of the tenacity down. And if we get rid of the tenacity down, then we won't have ability block and we can do more cool stuff to the geos. He has the full week for the Echo Watt feat. Yeah, well, I've got C. I can do C, Watt, and Echo. And we can take out just about anything that he has on defense with C, Watt, and Echo. And I'd like to get it out of the way while it's easy. You know, get it out of the way against something easy over here. And then we don't have to worry about it later in the week. So what did we have up top again? We killed the Grievous team. We've got bounty hunters that are pretty good. And then we had... who else do we have to beat up there? I don't even remember. My mind is a blank. Stuff. We had stuff. But yeah, I think we do C, Watt, Echo, just get the feat done. No problem. It's using the 501st Echo who you just used. I didn't use the 501st Echo. What are you talking about? Where did I use the 501st Echo? It uses the... Oh, wasn't it the Bad Batch Echo? Oh, I thought it was the Bad Batch Echo. Are you sure? I gotta go look. Gotta go look. CT 21408 Echo and Wat Tambor. CT 21408 Echo. I had assumed that that Echo was the Bad Batch Echo. Yep, you guys are right. The Bad Batch Echo is just called Echo. So I messed it up. Wah. All right. I just had it in my mind that that was the Bad Batch Echo. I was wrong. I was mistaken. And the first time won't be the last. Bam. All right, Brood Alpha. You got what it takes to solo me? I don't think so. Does Echo have to be used with Watt? Yeah. Yep, Echo and Watt. It says Bad Batch and Echo, so I think Bad Batch Echo would have just been included. Yeah. Yeah. My mistake. That's my mistake. I thought surely. All right. So let's take troopers in against this Darth Revan team. I just want to see this fight. I want to fight this fight. I want to get her done. And we just got to remember not to mess up with ranged trooper. Does he have HK in here? Yeah, HK is in here. So we can't use any skills that give us protection up. And I don't... He doesn't give protection up except for on this skill, right? They gain protection up, and that's what messed us up last time. But his basic doesn't give protection up. And then Moff Gideon has this skill which tank attackers get taunt, attackers get 50%, and support allies gain 100% protection up. So we can't use that until HK is dead. Once HK is dead, his passive is gone, we're good to go. I think these guys can one-shot Malak. I do. I think so. I think we've got enough power in the team that we can one-shot Malak. Griff, no Zeta on HK so you can gain turn meter with protection up. Huh. It doesn't matter because HK doesn't have the Zeta. Okay, well, we're just going to kill HK and then it's academic. It's not even a question. We don't have to worry about it. Battle. Here we go, boys. Trooper versus Darth Revan, Part 2. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this just because that gets rid of his armor tricks. And then we're going to make Gideon the target. He's dead. HK. We're going to do one hit on Bastila just to remove that while I've got plenty of turn meter everywhere. Hit HK. Then go back to Bastila. Actually, I'm going to do him. I'm going to do the same thing here. And remove that. Then turn meter is good. Yeah, let's do that. And that. And that. And now do we want to go ahead and do... No. If we do this, we can't get any assists on Revan, so that's not going to work. All right. So Malak has done his thing. Now we buff up. And here goes the big hit. The Malak killing volley. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Die, Malak, die. Oh! More turns. More turns, Moff Gideon. All right. Well, let's see. Let's do turn meter. Let's do turn meter. And then let's carve his armor. All right. 57 banners. If ranged trooper was relict, I think we'd have been okay. But him taking a couple beats and being a gear 11 or gear 10 or whatever he is, he didn't hold up so well. Did not hold up so well. Should we just do Sith Eternal here? Sith Wat? Can Sith Wat beat this bounty hunter team? They don't have enough damage to get through Sith Eternal with Wat Tambor, right? Do they? What do you guys think? There's no Grief Karga. They might be putting out some good damage. They got Relic, Boba, Jango. They can debuff me. I don't know. I kind of just want to take C in there. Slash the like button on the way out, says Griff. Taking off? All right. See you, Griff. Thanks for joining in, man. I forgot Mob Enforcer is a character. All right. Let's see. C can take that, but you're better with set in there. Yeah. We'll put set in there. Do I want the armor as well? Just for 100% security. We're not going to use this armor anywhere else. And we don't really need the banners because as long as we clear, we win. So let's go in with this. This will be fun. Especially if the armor gets to go off. All right, let's do... That's not C. Oh my God. I picked the wrong Palpatine. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. I picked the team off of the squads. What the heck is this team? What's this team doing in my squads? That's funny. Oh my God, that's funny. LOL. We gave him a chance. We're giving our opponent a chance. We're letting him get back into the game. Oh, man, that was dumb. All right. Let's see. Give him 2 stacks for right now. Good enough. All right. All right, I gotta go delete that team out of my squad inventory. I don't know why I would even have a team built like that. Spread shock with Palpatine. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do here. Yeah. I won't lose, but I also can't win. That's the problem. I mean, this Palpatine's going to live for days, but I can't beat him. Squad you just picked was a Vader team. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. That's bad. That's sad. Bad play on my part. All right, let's go take a look at this team. Yeah, let's get this team out of here. Let's see. Delete that team. Yeah, we got to get that out of here. I don't know. When did I build that team even? Yeah, see, here's the C team down here that we should have played. All right, so we're not going to do that. Let's, what do we need against these bounty hunters now? We can do Triumvirate. The attacks out of turn is not a big deal. So we can do this. We can do this. F's in the chat. Will the real Palpatine please stand up? All right, let's get in there. Let's get in there with these guys. Now watch, I picked the wrong team and I'm not even against the bounty hunters. That would be epic. All right, let's link you and Django. I'm linking Bosk because I want to steal all of his protection. If I steal Bosk's protection, then I feel like this gets real easy real fast. All right, let's isolate the Bosk. Nope. Come on. I need to slow down and pay attention. I'm getting in a hurry now. All right, let's do this. And then let's just spread deceit slowly and surely. Stop hurrying. There's no hurry. All right. We're eating tons and tons of protection off this guy. C can solo the bounty hunters? Probably. I don't know. I've only had my C for a couple weeks. I haven't gotten to practice a bunch of matchups and kill relic bounty hunters or whatever I'm supposed to be doing here. I haven't practiced it. I don't know how good it is. He's still under damage immunity. All right. Cooldown increases. Finish off Bosk. Now we just got to deal with this damage immunity for like a week and a half. If I link him, I get to see the stealth person. Yeah, that's cool. That'll work. All right, get him out of here. All right, all right, all right, all right. Nothing to see here. Bring in the wrong emperor. Hey, Darth Loquitur, what would you change about your new player guide? Some things. I'm changing some things. That's my next video. My next video coming out is a revision of the new player guide. So have no fear. We'll get there. It's just taking me a while because I want it to be perfect. And so far, it's still needing work. All right, Yoda. Let's go through the motions here with this team. Let's swing this over to Bastila. And then we'll get Yoda going in over there. All right. As usual. Droideca's under stealth still. That's annoying. Okay, get this B1. Let's get Bastila some protection back. Let's just get a lot of attacks on this guy so that we get his stacks off. Make sure that we've got foresight. All right, and then just keep attacking with him. Come over here, stun this Droideka. Spread buffs around. Get the B1, take a big hit. And then we got to kill the Droideka. Not much we could do there. And then it's just about getting back life. So let's try to get back some health and protection and whatever else we can get back. Let's do that. And let's do basic. 55 banners. Ugly, but it's a win. It's a lot more parts now. Yeah, it's a lot of parts now. All right. Padme solo. Let's have fun. Pow. Kick. Health. Let's see what Padme can do by herself here. Getting up some courage stacks. Come on, girl, do it up. Do it up. He's almost got Kanan down. A few more hits. 4 stacks of armor shred. Hey, finish off Kanan. Quit getting distracted. Chopper's taunting now. Come on, girl, get him. Kanan lost his taunt again. We don't want to kill him anyway because he's got the second life buff right now. Come on, get Chopper. There we go. All right. Get him. Next hit. Oh, next hit wins. All right. Kill that Sabine. We are in uncharted territory. Never seen a Padme solo. Now you have. Now you have. Fun stuff, that Padme. This is ridiculous. Ridiculously fun. All right, over here in fleet, we have a Tarkin bounty hunter fleet. Ooh, I didn't look. Does he have Razor Crest? I wonder if he's got a 5-star Razor Crest that's coming in after this. And then we got First Order. Let's go take a quick look. I don't want to be surprised if this guy has the Razor Crest. Let's see. All right. I don't see any Razor Crest. So there's that. All right, jump on in here again. Take another look at these fleets. First Order versus First Order. I can kill either one of these fleets. I've still got the Malevolence. So I think we just mirror match it. And then Malevolence the other fleet. All right, I got to slow down. Not do anything stupid. I'm getting in a hurry again. Slow down. Tie SF. All right, we're good. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Let's see. What do we want to do here? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's make it so that he can't gain turn meter. All right. And then kill. 1 hit. No. Come on now. All right, we got that. And now we're going to get the shuttle. And we're going to go after the TIE pilot because I don't want the counterattack. All right. Now we're going to get Plo so that we can get back banners. Y-wing what? I don't understand. What is this? What is this nonsense? Big hit. Boom. Let's put taunt on him. Let's call an assist and finish him off. No, it didn't finish him off. Wow. That is a surprisingly tough little guy back there. All right, now let's give everybody turn meter. Except Kylo, because he can't get turn meter with this stupid missile on his face. Just keep basic. And then we'll get an assist here and finish it off. Specifically designed to steal more banners. 63. 63. All right. And then we got this fleet. Malevolence. We need that guy. That guy. Sunfac. Sunfac. Spy. Soldier. And where's IG? Just another ship in case we need it. In we go. Trying to kill some fleet. All right, good job. Big stun. Big stun on the Sunfac. Okay, let's kill this Boba Fett first. This is area effect and offense down, right? For each ally with overcharge. We don't want to do that yet. All right, let's clean him off. Get another little ship. Let's do the buzz droids on everybody. Let's do ability block, or yeah, buff immunity on nobody. No buff immunity. All right, let's get him out of here. Every ship is under stealth. Well, that's weird. Let's see. Let's get spy and see if we can kill a better target. Oh, I brought in soldier instead. Ah, those geoships all look alike. All right, finish him off. 58 banners. Good. Full clear. We got more than him, right? 2104. Good. Good, good, good. 2104 greater than 2025. Excellent. Full clear versus full clear. Alrighty, well, a bunch of people have dropped off, lost interest in the fleets, it looks like. Or maybe lost interest when I picked the wrong character. Oh, that's funny. Yep, got to slow down and pay attention sometimes. Too easy, too much of a hurry. All right, well, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. We've answered most of the questions. We did an account review. Talked about a lot of good fun stuff. Jacob says he's back. How did the second GAC go? You just missed it. We got it. We got it. 21, 24 or something like that. So we took it. 2104 versus 2025. Good stuff. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to call it there. It's been a good stream. Had some fun. Won some battles. Took those troopers in on the Loquitur account and almost made a miracle. Not quite. Almost. Hit the lightsabers on the way out if you haven't already, folks. Please and thank you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can see more stuff like this in the future and know when I'm coming on to stream. I stream right now. My schedule is 6:30 on Wednesdays, 6:30 on Sundays, and 11 a.m. on Saturdays. So anybody who wants to jump in for those, I really appreciate all your help and support and, you know, laughing at me on days like today. Thank you all, and I will see you in the next holocron.